Yo, what's good, YouTube? I ain't gonna lie, bro. Mustard. I don't know how to say your YouTube name, but bro, I mess with your videos. I rock with it, bro. It's like you chop it up to make it simple enough for the fans and stuff. I mess with you, bro. I want you to keep dropping. I wish you succeed. I ain't gonna lie, bro. But look, they is messing up Cody Rhodes. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not crying or whatever, but WWE is kind of for The Rock. The Rock is like retired, bro. Ain't he retired or something, bro? He's old. Let it go. You feel me? Let them get their shine on, bro. Why y'all letting The Rock mess it up? That shit is ass. But let's get into the video.
What's up, YouTube? Your boy Oma Mustard is back with another video. So I saw SmackDown last night, like I'm sure most of you guys watching this clip did. And I just wanted to give my thoughts on what I saw because, my goodness, if they're going down the path that a lot of us assume they are, watching what Cody Rhodes said in that segment and hearing what he talked about with Roman, man, what a load of shit. Seriously, what a load of fucking shit.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but we got a wrestling group chat. If you want to get added, bro, drop your Instagram in the comments and I got you. I'm going to add you, bro.
You talk about making your baby faces look stupid. That's exactly what they are doing to Cody Rhodes right now. If they're going down the path, of course, that they're teasing right now, which is The Rock facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40 in Philly in the main event. I assume, of course, in night 2. Now, there are a lot of ways to interpret what they told us on SmackDown, and some of those ways may not even lead to that outcome happening, because a lot of people still suspect we're going to get Cody versus Roman anyways, but maybe this is a swerve or a tease for The Rock and Roman Reigns in the future. Because I think a lot of people forget also that there is still a lot of time between now and WrestleMania 40. You know, we still have another pay-per-view even before we get to WrestleMania, which is the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, which is a big show in Australia. Unfortunately, though, Cody Rhodes actually said the words, "not at WrestleMania," when he was talking to Roman Reigns.
I'm ahead of him, so I'm ahead of him, so I know what's going on, but Cody Rhodes is finally get Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. It's all good, but the Rock bitch ass want to get in the way and shit, so I don't know how this shit go play out.
Out of this situation, without one of their characters looking stupid, and Cody Rhodes is probably going to be that character. So recapping what we saw on SmackDown in that last segment, let's just start off with Roman Reigns coming out to the ring. He does his great entrance, and Roman still has that aura with him. So shout out to Roman Reigns. He is the best in the business right now. Yeah. He cuts his promo and he talks about Seth Rollins dissing him on Raw, which I thought was very interesting, by the way, because you would have thought with Seth Rollins dissing Roman Reigns as much as he has over the course of his world championship reign, that they were building to some type of unification match, which is the last thing they need to be doing, by the way, with those titles. But nah, he just always disses Roman, and Roman responded. And I kid you not, he gave Seth Rollins a crazy nice burn. So Roman, and I quote, said, "My little brother Seth Rollins." Then there was no reaction to it. And he said, "Exactly. No pop." Oh my goodness. Dog, when I tell you I was crying. I was crying. That was a funny line. That was a funny line. He even went on to say, "Do you want to be making Seth Rollins money? Or do you want to be making Tribal Chief money working less dates?" And he's right. He's right. Anyone that is in their right mind would want the Roman Reigns schedule and paycheck for any job. You barely have to show up, and when you do, you know you're a draw. You know you're the most important thing in the business, and you get to take as much time off as you want in between the big shows. You know, so of course I would want to be in Roman Reigns' position if I was a wrestler. But then, you know, fast forward, he talks about Cody Rhodes and he says, "Hey, I'm not going to beg you to pick me like Seth Rollins did. But you can go and shoot to be number 2, or you can try again at being number 1 against me. The choice is yours." Which I think was good. That was nice. And honestly, these promos that Seth and Roman have cut on Cody Rhodes over the last week, It has just gone and further proved that that World Heavyweight Championship that Seth Rollins has is nothing more than the secondary title. No matter what anybody says, they literally made that title because nobody could beat Roman Reigns and they needed a champion on Raw. And now you got Seth Rollins begging Cody Rhodes, a man that's actually beat him 3 times in a row.
Yeah,
he's begging that same guy to pick him at WrestleMania. It would make more sense if Seth Rollins said, hey, I don't feel validated as a champion because I've never beaten you. And you've been on the same show as me over the last year while I've been the World Heavyweight Champion. That would have been a better thing for him to say. But no.
But one thing about Seth, he put belt the ass to Roman for years, though.
This guy's like, dude, this is the workhorse title. You don't want that Roman Reigns title. That's your argument? That is his argument? I mean, he looked embarrassing on Raw doing that. Mm-hmm. And then Roman comes out and says, I'm not going to beg you. You either want to be number 2 or you want to be number 1. The choice is yours, brother. And sure, you can say he's kind of coercing him into doing it with that statement, but that's something that Roman Reigns' character would do. He would tell you that that title is the number 2 title. And we all know that's the truth. No matter what champion you are, you should not be begging for your challenger to challenge you. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. But Cody Rhodes comes out, and Cody, you know, he came out and talked to Roman. He was like, yo, last year at WrestleMania, I had you better than anyone else has ever had you, and I was going to beat you. But fast forwarding, because we all know how this ends, Cody said, I am going to get my get back, Roman, but it's not going to be at WrestleMania. And then he said, there's somebody that advised me that knows you all too well. And then the Rock's music hits. The fucking Rock's music hits. Man, you talk about just utter shock and disappointment on my end. That's what I felt. I was so shocked. Not that, you know, the Rock's music hit, because I was half expecting it when Roman, you know, kind of looked at him, they panned to him, and Cody had stopped talking for a minute. I was like, okay, wow, the Rock's going to come out. But I was shocked that he said not at WrestleMania. And I was shocked that he introed him. That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
You talk about making a dude look stupid.
I was mad as hell about that shit.
There were a million different ways they could have gone with this story. Even after Punk got hurt. Because let's just finish the segment, right? The Rock comes out and, you know, they just have a stare down, and the fans, they're cheering. They're cheering. They're loving this. I mean, they get to see The Rock in person. No one's going to boo The Rock right now. But unfortunately, right, if you go on social media, you see that, you know, Sean Ross Sapp reported, Wrestling Observer reported, so many outlets reported that CM Punk getting injured changed the card all across the board for everybody, right? And the Brock Lesnar involvement, right, with the Vince McMahon lawsuit and all that stuff. So Brock's gone. He's out the equation for, you know, the time being. And CM Punk's injured. Now, me personally, I don't see how that then equates to Cody Rhodes having to lose his match with Roman Reigns. They have nothing to do with any of those matches or any of those situations. You have a very deep roster of challengers for Gunther that have never even faced him before, or people you could revisit for that spot, or someone you could call up from NXT. But no, they decide to, I guess, change everything completely because they lost out on Brock Lesnar, who is a star, no doubt. You know, to some degree, he is a draw still. I don't know how much drawing power he really has to move the needle, but I guess you could say he's a draw. He's a star.
What brought it? I didn't really pay attention to that stuff with that. What happened with Vince? But what brought do?
Legitimately. And then on top of that, CM Punk, it's a tough loss. Punk going down really hurts that card because Seth Rollins versus CM Punk was a match and feud that so many people, including myself, were looking forward to. But the problem with that is, why can't you slide a Sami Zayn in that world title match or a Drew McIntyre, right? You could even make it a triple threat match. Why can't you slide a Chad Gable to finish his Intercontinental story at WrestleMania with Gunther, right? Maybe
I forgot about Chad
Mobile
Gable.
games are going big.
I ain't seen bro in a minute. Or I ain't gonna lie, I don't watch Raw.
Maybe you don't want to beat Gable. Fine, right? Maybe that's it. They don't want to beat Chad Gable. They want Gunther to keep holding that Intercontinental title for a little longer. Who knows, right? Mm-hmm. But for one, I think WrestleMania is the time for him to drop that title. And also, if we're really being honest, why can't you just move on to somebody else then? You have a very deep roster of talent. Very deep roster. I don't understand why the solution is let's go get a part-timer and put him in the most prominent spot for WrestleMania. That's ridiculous. That is fucking ridiculous and disrespectful to Cody Rhodes. I mean, you got this guy that won the Royal Rumble back to back.
Twice.
There were all these memes about Cody Rhodes not being able to finish the story. His whole pec went out. Brock Lesnar beat the piss out of him. He got attacked by Shinsuke Nakamura. All these damn obstacles only for this guy to now have the opportunity right at his doorstep to beat Roman Reigns for that championship. The opportunity that was taken away from him by Solo Sikoa at WrestleMania. Now he turns it down for The Rock. That is insane glazing, and it makes him look like an idiot. Now I don't even care if he finishes his story because he clearly doesn't care about finishing it enough, right? You went through all that fucking hell at the Royal Rumble, going through 29 other competitors, all to get that opportunity yet again, and you give it up to The Rock. Now, of course, there are a lot of things going on behind the scenes, right? CM Punk getting injured, the whole Brock Lesnar situation, they factored in. And it's led to them obviously panicking to a degree and changing the card. But my response to that is there is still no defending this company for what they are planning to do, or at least what they're teasing the plan is for WrestleMania Night 2's main event. Because this is a roster, like I keep saying, is deep as fuck. They have talent they could pull into some of these spots from NXT if they had to. But no, bringing back The Rock is not the solution. It's not.
Bro, he's old
Cody
as hell.
Rhodes is a star. He is among the 5 most active guys on that roster, and he's probably the biggest, aside from Roman Reigns, of course. He's the best star that they got on that roster. And just the mere fact that Cody Rhodes is being done dirty like this shows me they don't hold him in the regard that we thought that they did. This is CM Punk 2012 all over again.
Yeah.
CM Punk 2013 all over again. But hey, they're going to make their money. They're going to get their social media engaged numbers, right? They're going to get all that shit up just so they can then say it was a success. When in reality, the match is probably going to be pretty mediocre. The Rock's like 1,000 years old. He did a fucking spine buster in people's elbow on Jinder Mahal a couple weeks ago. And then he was fucking gassed. So imagine a 20-30 minute match with Roman Reigns. Hell, it'll probably be even shorter, right? Because I'm sure The Rock and the company to some degree is self-aware. This is insane. This is truly insane. And I feel bad for Cody Rhodes. They screwed him over. They screwed him over. He deserves better than this, honestly. He deserves better than this. And it's dragging out this story, if that's what they're intending to do, to SummerSlam, WrestleMania next year if they have to, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And it makes Cody Rhodes look like an idiot.
Yeah. So look, I ain't finna cry over this shit though. Like, whatever happens, it happens. I'ma still watch WrestleMania, but still, like, that shit is kind of fucked up. Like, y'all did Cody like that. He grinded for this shit, fam. And y'all could do him like that. Put him to the side and put The Rock, someone who's old and probably retired. Is he retired? Yes or no? Probably, but Yeah, like why would y'all do that? Y'all always trying to do that, bro. We don't want to see them. Y'all can make them return, but no fighting, dude. Like that shit, bull. Why would y'all do Cody like that, dude? He two Royal Rumbles back to back. He better win that title. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If he don't win that title, that's the most craziest shit that ever happens. If he don't win the title, we right on, bro. But look, like, comment, subscribe, share if you new, and bro, we got a WWE group chat. We got wrestling group chat on fucking Instagram. So drop your Instagram in the comments. I'ma add you. We got 72 people in there. It's lit in there. So look, drop Instagram in comments if you want to be in the wrestling group chat. We got 72 plus people in there. So it's deep as hell in there. So I can remove people and fit you in. But that shit is fucked up. Cody deserved it. He worked just for his spot to get taken by a Rock. But now that I'm watching it now, I'm ahead of him, so I'm glad they finally doing Roman versus Cody. And Solo and Jimmy caught pleasing asses better not interfere with that match. I'm gonna be pissed. I just like when they do that shit, bro. Like it messed up the whole match. Like in Royal Rumble, that messes up the whole match. Like it had a bad ending. The match was mediocre as hell. Royal Rumble match was mediocre as hell. When Solo keep messing that shit up, bro, that shit is fucked up. That shit made me mad. But look, like, comment, subscribe, bro. Like I said, we got wrestling group chat. You could text me on Instagram or drop your Instagram in the comments. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna start reacting to Omo Mustard. His video's fire. I'm gonna keep it a band. His video's fire. But look, yeah, bro. Like, subscribe. Peace.